Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 27 of the FIFA 19 My Player Career. And as you can see on the screen right now, we start off today's episode with an away match taking on Manchester City. It's going to be a tough one, and right now we are not in the best of forms either with Chelsea, so we're hoping to get ourselves back to winning ways today against City. It's going to be tough though, as I said. City are going to be up there battling for the title as well as ourselves, so whoever can take the 3 points in this game will have a good advantage going forward in the rest of the season. But fingers crossed we can get the 3 points away from home. We're going all the way through here for a good early start. Shot was on target, I believe, but the goalkeeper was there to make a vital save and almost Loftus-Cheek, giving Chelsea the early lead. But good save there from Edison. And it is going to be an early corner then for the Blues, or I should say for the Yellows today. Let's try and keep this one forward, try and keep attacking if we can. Kante just losing the ball there, and Manchester City did get the ball clear eventually. So still 0-0 here at the Etihad Stadium. As I said, it's going to be a tough game this one, but we have had the best of the game so far. Is Kai onside? He is onside. He needs to cut in the middle if he can, pull it back to his teammate. He goes for the shot himself, drags it just wide of that far post. But a good chance there for Kai and for Chelsea to again take the lead. But unfortunately could not get that one on target. He probably should have played that one across the middle to set it up for his teammate. But he was a little bit greedy, went for it himself, and here he is again. Lays that one off this time. Loftus-Cheek plays the pass, runs onto it, and there is the overhead kick from Eden Hazard. And again unlucky, just going over the crossbar there from the Belgian winger. And very, very close. So we've had 3 decent chances so far, the away side, unable to break the deadlock. And of course, if you don't take your chances, Manchester City will make you pay. We're into the final couple of minutes in this first half, the last couple of minutes in this first half. And it is Manchester City in possession, passing nicely like they are Brazil. Or the old Barcelona, of course. Kevin De Bruyne crosses, and that one followed in by Gabriel Jesus. The near post, how on earth did he get enough onto that? And finally the deadlock has been broken then. As I said, we didn't put our chances away when we had them, and Manchester City have so far made us pay. They've buried this one into the back on net. Gabriel Jesus scoring his second Premier League goal of the season there to give them the 1-goal lead on the break of half time. And now we are running out of time ourselves. We've got just over 15 minutes remaining here at the Etihad Stadium. It is still Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0. That's a great ball onto this far side. Onto this near side for Sane. And Sane still keeping possession. Nice little back heel. Finds his teammate. If he can get the cross in, which he does. And look at that, leaves him wide open. The defence just leaving him to his own devices there in the middle. But thankfully the goalkeeper was wide awake. Makes the save. And now we've got less than 5 minutes to try and grab ourselves an equalising goal. It's going to be a big 3 points here for Manchester City if they can get this one wrapped up. A couple of minutes remaining. That's yours, keeper. Or I should say Kepa. Keeper Kepa on the ball. And again, losing it. Manchester City on the attack. Kun Aguero. Sterling. Sterling lays it off. Needs to get this one crossed in. And there is Sane. Simple header. And Manchester City, they wrap up the 3 points here, 2-0. A minute at the end of the first half, a goal at the end of the first half and a goal at the end of the second half. And that is going to be game over then. A big 3 points, as I said, for City. And I'm not sure where they currently sit in the league table. I think right now the top 2 are Spurs and Chelsea. So this is going to be a big 3 points for City to get themselves back to the top of the table. And as you can see, Leroy Sane scores his 3rd Premier League goal of the season. Jorginho goes off here and Ross Barkley comes on, but I don't think we're going to get anything from this game. Time is running out, not long left to play. The final whistle is any second now, to be honest. There it is then. Nice 2-0 victory for the home side. GG to them. Big disappointment for Chelsea, but as I said, we are not in the best of forms right now. So we head into Europe. 4 games played. We've got 3 wins, 1 loss. We are already through, I think. So we're just playing for that top spot. Let's go through the rest of the groups right now. Arsenal top of their group. They are through as well. Barcelona just behind them. Bayern, they are through. Easy peasy for them. 4 wins out of 4. Inter Milan. Oh, look at that. Manchester City struggling a little bit. But they've still got 2 games remaining. So they should get themselves through. Real Madrid still unbeaten as well. There's ourselves. And Manchester United, they are through too. along with Juventus. So let's jump into our game then. It is against Club Brugge and we are at home at Stamford Bridge. Should be an easy victory. Well, let's see how we get on. As I said, we are not in the best of forms right now. We did just lose against Manchester City as well in the league. So fingers crossed we can get ourselves back to winning ways today in midweek and then take that into some decent league form at the weekend. Not sure who we play in the league next, but before we can think about that, let's try and get this job done here at Stamford Bridge. And already we've given the ball away early on, not the way that we wanted to start this game. We wanted to try and get ourselves on the score sheet early on, settle our nerves, and then we can get a hold of this match. Well, right now it is Club Brugge trying to play forward, and I don't think they're going to come to anything. So onwards we go down, approaching the 10-minute mark. Still 0-0. Kante winning that ball there, but he has given it away unfortunately. And now it's Club Brugge on the attack yet again. Ross Barkley winning it, laying it off to Kaiser. Run on this near side for Angel Di Maria, I believe it is. And now it's Pedro. Pedro plays it across the middle and on the volley. What a fantastic volley that is. Beautiful goal, FIFA says. And that bumps him up to a 7.8, number 52. Not sure how many European goals he has got for the season now. We'll find out shortly if it does show us. But a great cross it was from Pedro on this near side and on the volley with his right boot into the back of the net. Goalkeeper didn't stand a chance. Look at this, just in front of the defender. Boom. Nice little goal there from Kai. First goal of today's episode for him and for Chelsea in fact. And that is his second goal in the Champions League so far this season. I'm sure he will be scoring more before the season is out, of course, in the European competitions. Jorginho laying this one off. Just over 20 minutes played and Chelsea are looking for a second goal. Here's Pedro. If we can get another cross in, that would be great. But it is Jorginho with the cross this time. Headed away. Only as far as Hazard. Kai gives it back to Hazard. Hazard shoots straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. He couldn't hold on to it though, so it is going to be a Chelsea corner here. And Kai's going to go for the short one, is he? A little bit of a dodgy control touch there from Kai. Hazard picks it up. Ross Barkley. Kai's trying to get himself into some space. Jorginho lays it off for him. Kai hits it, but again the goalkeeper was there and couldn't keep hold of it. So it is going to be another Chelsea corner. All the pressure is on the Club Brugge defence right now. Here is Kai. He's going to roll it back. He does turn, gets across in far post, and there is his teammate, but unfortunately could not keep that one on target, and it was wide. But half an hour gone. Oh, why is that a corner? Did the goalkeeper save that? I thought he just hit it wide. But there is the defence. They are going to get this one clear this time. There we go. So 8.2 rating for Kai after half an hour. And it looks like that is the rating is going to be going into the break with. We've got 2 minutes of added time remaining in this first half. We're still leading by 1-0. 8.2 rating for Kai. We're hoping we can increase that in the second half. And we want to keep a clean sheet in this first half. Off the line there from, I believe, Pedro. That one's gone over the keeper and over the defender and into the back of the net. So on the stroke half time, Club Brugge have scored a goal against the run of play, you'd say. It's been all Chelsea for the most of the game. But a good goal there for Club Brugge, getting themselves back into this one. But like I said, we still want to push on in that second half. Try and get Kai into the 9 ratings. Look at that, a guy on the line and the goalkeeper Kepa there. And still neither of them could keep it out. But it is Omar Al-Samar with that goal. And now Club Brugge are on the attack. Are they going to take the lead for the first time in today's match? Nicely laid off there. Can he get the cross in? He goes for the shot instead. Falls kindly, but what a save that was from Kepa. 8 yards out, I'd say that effort was. And he could not put it into the back of net. But really, Club Brugge should be in front in this one. If it wasn't for the goalkeeper, they would be 2-1 ahead. They got themselves a corner. Couldn't get swung in, and the header was on target. But again, the goalkeeper's there to make another vital save. Throws it forward here for Kai. And into the final 20 minutes. And again, Chelsea struggling a little bit. Shot comes in. Goalkeeper again makes a one-handed save this time. Can we keep this one in play? We can keep it in play, and now possible attack here for Chelsea. Kante lays that one forward. Big ball over the top. Here is Kai. Nice bit of skill to run past one. Lays it off in the middle. Beautifully laid off from Eden Hazard and finished nicely to give Chelsea a 2-1 lead. Just over 10 minutes to play here, and it is Loftus-Cheek with the second goal of the game for the Blues. And that should wrap it up now. Can't see Club Brugge getting themselves back into this game with another leveller. And so 2-1 it is. That should pretty much guarantee us top spot in this group stage as well. I think we have Valencia in the last game of our group stage, so if they win that, they could still possibly go above us, but fingers crossed we can get the job done in that final game as well. 5 minutes to play, still leading here by 2-1, and we're looking for a third. Can we get the third before the final whistle blows? Kai is making a nice little run, picks up the ball, he's got a few defenders around him, cuts inside though, will he lay it off? He goes for the shot himself, but again, just off target there from the young American striker. He went for the outer of his right boot. I was going to say his left boot, but it wasn't. It was his right boot. The out of his right boot, and he just couldn't get enough curl on it to get it into that top corner, which is a bit of a shame. But we are almost out of time in the second game of today's episode. We are leading by 2-1, so at least we are heading ourselves back to winning ways, and there is a final whistle. So after that defeat against Manchester City, 2-0, we've managed to get ourselves back to winning ways in midweek in the Champions League with a nice 2-1 win against Club Brugge. And as you can see, we head back to Stamford Bridge and we're taking on Watford. So it is a Premier League game, of course. Let's try and keep this winning form on now that we've got that win, and get ourselves back to winning ways in the Premier League as well. That's what we want to do. If we start losing too many points and dropping too many points in the league, it will be Spurs and whoever else is chasing who will start building a gap, and then we'll have even more hard work to do. So we need to keep up there. Let's try and get a run of wins together now. But right now it is Watford in possession, and they're playing nicely onto this near side. But as you can see, we are approaching half time. Still no goals here at Stamford Bridge, but Chelsea trying to win the ball back in midfield there. We keep getting outnumbered, but nicely played here for the Blues. Kai going out wide, playing more as a left-sided midfielder right now, or as a left winger. Can he get this cross in? He does, and there's his teammate, but the goalkeeper just got in there ahead of him. Good save there from the Watford keeper. So still 0-0. It looks like it's going to go into the second half goalless, which it is indeed. Poor touch there, not sure what Kai was thinking. But 5 minutes played in the second half almost. Still waiting for the first goal of today's match. Is it going to end goalless? Hopefully not. Here is Kai picking it up. He sees a gap on that far side. Loftus-Cheek lays it off for Angel Di Maria. There's 3 in support. He can get the cross in. There is the cross, and Kai's there, but there is Eden Hazard at this near post. No, it wasn't Eden Hazard. It was Jorginho. Maybe if it was Eden Hazard, it would have gone into the back of the net. But look at that. Wrong side of the post there from Jorginho. And unluckily, we are still at 0-0. 6.8 rating for Kai. Needs to be much better than that, of course. As I say that, it's gone up to a 6.9, but still, even that is far from the standards which we expect from Kai playing at Chelsea. We're trying to get ourselves this winning goal if we can. Nicely played there from Kai. And is he going to get it back? He does get it back. Carries on his run towards the touchline. Comes backwards though. Chelsea do get the cross in. And unluckily, that shot or that effort was just blocked. Unable to connect with it. And now it is Watford in possession. 2 minutes to play. Maybe one last chance here for either side. Here is Kai laying it off for Kante. Kante with the rollover. Tries to play it through for Kai, but he's got 3 defenders around him. Again, outnumbered. Watford have done fantastic in defence. And I think that is going to be pretty much it, guys. So leave a like if you did like today's episode. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And we'll see how we get on in the Champions League game in tomorrow's episode, and see if we do finish top of the groups. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.